Hi, this is Matt with a WordPress Elementor instructional video. Today I will cover creating and editing images in Elementor. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new element. Here I can select my structure. This lets me define how many things I want to be in the same line as each other. So I'll go ahead and choose 3 because I want to have 3 images all next to each other. I'll click this plus, and this pulls up all of my widget options. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the image widget option and drag it in there. And it gives me this thing that says choose your image. It's there on the left as well, so I'm going to click on that. And this will pull up the Elementor media library. Here in our media library we have all of these Danji Designs canvases. I will just click on the, actually I really like this panda one. I'll click on this panda one and I'll go ahead and insert media. And that has inserted my panda for me. I'm going to do another one. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this image over, choose my image, and now I'll do this Christmas tree. He's been waiting. And there we go. You'll notice that these images are not automatically the same size, which may be a problem if I want this to look great. Let me add a third image in. There it is. Grab that, drag it, choose my image, and I will do this nutcracker. Oh, actually, let's do this. 3 different themes. And this is yet again a third size. So when I click on this, it gives me my editing options, and here I can see my image size. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it to full, so that this gives me the most flexibility in choosing the size of the image. I'll do that with all of these. If you look here, you can see I have the option to put a caption on it. It can be a title for the image. I can give it a link so that if I click on the image, it'll take me somewhere else. And I can align it. Center, left, right. With how big these images are, that really doesn't make a difference at this point, but that's an option for smaller images. Going to go ahead and click Style. And here, I can assign the width of the image. So I'm going to give it a max width of 100. It's the biggest it can be, and I'm going to assign its width, and I'm going to set that to 100 as well. So now that image is extremely large. It's the very biggest that this image section is capable of holding. I can change the opacity, make it invisible or very visible. I can give it a border. I can do all sorts of things here. I can change the background color of the image. In advanced, I can change the margins, I can change the padding. So there's a lot of things that I can do with this image to make it look how I want. But the problem we have here is these images are now 2 separate sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the style of this one. I'm going to set the max width to 100. Set my max width to 100, and now this image is larger. So what I can do is I can drag this width bar and I can line it up so it looks just right. If I don't want to drag it piece by piece, I can also change this by clicking the down arrow or the up arrow. Or I can just put it in myself. Let's do that with the third image and see what we get. Max width to 100, width to 100. And now we see we have an image that is much smaller than the other 2. So what I'm going to do, since this is the biggest that it can possibly be for a picture this size, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to change these widths so they match up with that picture. There's that. Looks a lot better. If you don't like the way this looks, what you can do is before uploading these images, you can put them into an image editor and you can make it so that all of these images are the same size, and then it's really easy to line them up together. On all of these, I can have all the same options of changing the color and doing basically anything that I want. So here I have a box shadow option. So there's a lot that you can do with images if you have the time to put into figuring it out. Thank you so much for watching. Our next video will cover adding text and editing text. Also, feel free to check out my other tutorial videos for any additional questions you may have.